Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we're here to showcase the power of two 7-foot+ centers in NBA 2K22 Next Gen on the 2v2 court. So, in today's video, I'm bringing my 7-foot glitched metric build out here at the one spot, playing the point guard. And we got my boy Tonic on his 7'3" stretch, post score, whatever you want to call it. We're combining two post scores on the 2v2 court essentially, and mine is just smaller to be able to play better defense. I'm essentially a very tall lock while at the same time being our point guard and initiating the offense, making passes, dealing with the post scoring against smaller guards. When they double team me, I'm passing out to Tonic and he's going to be knocking down jumpers. It's as simple as that. We're playing size defense on screens. Nobody's running pick and roll on us enough to get open or anything like that. We're here for drops, rotations, whatever the case may be. We're going to give up some threes here and there, but either way, I wanted to showcase how elite this offense and defense actually is, and just talk about maybe the intricacies of it and just the struggle or the pleasure of running it, whether it's the pros or cons, whatever the case may be. So, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you do, for drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff, and like always, let's try 1 to 1,000 likes. Now, for twos, I would say it's mostly double ISO. I run into a lot of people who just come out here with like 2 point forwards pretty much. It's like two guys that are 6'5" to 6'9", something like that. You don't typically see many bigs. You don't see many small point guards anymore. It's make it take it, so people generally just run double ISO. Now, what we got right here is me coming out. You can see the triple threat looking real clean and fast on the 7-footer. It really is nice, bro. I get bronze quick first step, silver unpluckable. I have some really good post control, some really good standing dunk as well. Get elite big man contact dunks. You can see Tonic's got the post fade mid-range game on him like crazy too. You're going to see him doing hops, fades, all types of stuff like that, hooks, even drop steps sometime as well. And he's going to be just dominating, bro. It's really interesting. You can see he does the hop back right there, greens the midi just like that. It's a beautiful pair of two styles. Now, the cons to it, I will say, against like good people, and I didn't exactly showcase in today's video, but a lot of people with those elite point forward builds that I'm talking about, they typically have 90+ steal rating with Hall of Fame interceptor. So the one struggle that we ran into is people spamming passing lanes, us having a hard time getting the ball in, and you're gonna see us doing stuff like this, maybe to try and counteract it, where we're trying to avoid passing lanes being played on us. Yet, we can't exactly come all the way up to the top because that insists that we have to dribble our way all the way down to below the three-point line or into the post game, whatever the case may be. It's not exactly comfortable to do so. You can see right there, Tonic just chucks up a mid-range fade or mid-range hop back jumper, and just like that, I'm down there for the rebound because once again, I have these small guards on me, and these guys have to at least give some insisting that they're going to contest Tonic, and at the end of the day, he's still not even that big either. Once again, as I mentioned, you don't run into a lot of bigs on the twos anymore. You run into a lot of these point forward builds or just guys that come out here with like a 6'9", 6'7" build at the 2 spot. So I dominate rebounds very easily while doing stuff like this super consistently. On top of that too, Tonic usually shoots shots that are very easily rebounded. So for instance, the post fades, the hooks, all types of stuff like that. I can see when he's going to be shooting the ball and stuff like this too, where I pass out to him as he's wide open. I know that shot's going up 100%. So me as a 7-footer, it's not your typical point guard by any means. I'm 7 feet tall. I got 91 offensive rebound and 85 vertical on a 7-foot build. I'm down there for the rebounds as I pass out to him. If I see stuff like this as well, I actually could have dotted him a lot sooner on that. But now we have 2 different post scores. You can see it's really crazy, man. Like, I'm coming out here, I can drop step, I'm a threat. I got the advanced post moves takeover on. Tonic has post shot daggers on. So on top of that, it works really well between the two of us because I have the one that dominates on the interior for scoring and just mashing people down low. Tonic has the one that goes along with my lack of shooting and makes it so I can crash the rebound while he goes for the post fade. Now, we'll just put it like this. This has been a thing in 2K for a while now. Like, this has been a very toxic play style in years past. People would bring this lineup out here if they couldn't like have any skill to play the game. And I'm not sitting here saying it takes a lot of skill to do what we're doing by any means, but I will say it's a little bit different than it has been in years past. You can see this guy just gives up. Tonic comes out here trying the glitchy spin jumper and just misses. I go ahead and just end the game. But real quick, I just want to make mention of the fact that I have played nearly 2,000 park games so far in 2K22 Next Gen. Mind you, 0 of them have ever been against double bigs or a lineup that's even similar to this. I'm willing to bet over 1,000 or at least like 95% of the games that I've played on twos are double ISO people running the obvious meta. It is what it is. You have 90+ steal rating on both those builds. You can have elite shooting and elite finishing on the builds as well, and still the ability to just rim run anybody if they're playing too high in the 3 and get easy dunks. It's kind of just what is the meta of twos if you ask me, and this is the counter to it as well if you ask me. So essentially, I have the 7-footer. I play really good defense though with this guy, I must mention. The one downside to it is kind of ankle braces. I will say I can't exactly prevent myself from getting stunned because I don't have it, but I really do think this is elite on defense. We have a really big drop guy. We get easy rebounds on everything. It's efficient offense as long as we can handle the passing, and it contradicts people coming in here with smaller builds at the 1 or the 2 or in both positions in the first place. All right, so here we are with gameplay number 2. Once again, we're going to keep the same talking points of what I've already been talking about. So, for instance, me playing defense at the 1 spot, Tonic's height and him helping on defense at the 2, rebounding offensively, what we're doing between me and him as well. And again, this is something that you rarely will ever see when you hop on the 2v2 court. Like right here, we have the 2-way 3-level score at the big man spot, floor spacing slasher at the 1. You can see again 57 win percentage, level 40 this season. I mean, obviously that doesn't insist 100% that he's like comp or good, but it is what it is. I'm showcasing at least people that are competent. They're not, you know, like 10 win percent or anything like that in level 2. But anyway, this is the premise of our offense pretty much. If we can get that entry pass, I'm all for it. Honestly, this guy does look a little bit tall. He looks kind of too tall to have Hall of Fame interceptor is pretty much what I'm getting at. So doing things like this, we're a little bit more comfortable with. And this is what I like about playing teams who do have a big as well. So there's kind of pros and cons to everything. But the one big pro about playing a team with a big is that our passing can be very clean and we don't have to worry about making passes like that. Now on top of that too, I'm trying to fight for this rebound, but even if I can't get it, Tonic generally is going to be able to make these pretty often. I'm not gonna lie, he is cash out when it comes to the mid-range or just post hops, fades, hooks, whatever the case may be. For me, I don't have mid-range on my build. I don't have any shooting or anything like that, so I can't fade, I can't post hop. Right here, I feel like I get a pretty good take to the rim, but either way, they switch the big man onto me. This is what I don't like. I don't have the ability to do stuff like Tonic when it comes to the deep fades or the deep hooks, whatever the case may be, or the post hops. Right here, he doesn't even do it himself, but either way, the premise still stands. I don't think I can make a lot of those takes on the taller person when it comes to the 2. Now, you could ask, well, why don't you just bring 2 7-3s out here? You have a 7-3, don't you? I do, but I don't think the perimeter defense would be elite enough to really handle guarding a lot of PGs out there. I really do think having the 7-footer is sort of like a mini lock build to an extent, or a mega lock build, I should say, but you get the deal. I need a little bit more speed at the 1 spot for defending ISO, defending pick and roll, whatever the case may be. Again, we are going to switch everything when it comes to screens, but it is still very convenient to have someone who's a little bit fast or a little bit good at perimeter D when it comes to that stuff. So not only on top of that too, but this is the build I was grinding up a little bit for Pro-Am, so I wanted to bring it out. This right here is a horrible take though. I just want to keep in mind and mention that to you guys. Like, I'm not exactly the best post scorer by any means. I mean, I'm coming out here and literally all I can either do is drop step or just mash. Like, I'm either going for this like big man contact dunk or I'm drop stepping, one of the two. Right here, I don't know why, I'm trying to just like move my stick over to the left to try and get this left side drop step. I could have probably pump faked right here one more time as well. As we all know, the interior contests are horrible in this game. So if you get caught jumping like that and you can't get back on your feet in time, we all know how that's going to go. Right here, dude comes out with the quick drops off 1 dunk meter. More props to him. Again, I love showing any support to anybody who uses the dunk meter because it's something that's also pretty rare in this game too. So anyway, faking the drop right here, but he ends up going straight up with it. Now, this is where I feel like as 2 bigs, we should have more of a green light to go for jumps like that. So honestly, me and Tonic both got on the same page with that if he ever jumps, I'm going to come down and jump with him too. Ironically though, jumping at the right times isn't always going to solve the problem. Interior defense is just pretty bad when it comes to contest on standing layups. So you're going to see this guy come out here a little bit unconventional, but obviously we are too. But anyway, you can see he's muscling his way down in the paint. He gets really good position on this. Tonic gets a good jump and gets a 28% contest, but again, that's what I was just talking about. Not every time that you jump at the right time is really going to make the shot miss. It is what it is, but it's definitely worth a look. Not a lot of 28s are going to go in, especially if you have the height advantage like that. You can see right here, he beats me off the dribble. This is once again what I'm talking about. I need a little bit more speed at the 1 spot. Even if I didn't defend him properly, it still is something that I need at this build because it's going to be very important with this position to be able to defend people on the ISOs, defend the perimeter, all types of stuff like that, stop the 3-pointers. I'm not even playing that great of defense in these situations, but right here, you can see I get caught jumping. Once again, this is what I wanted to talk about though, and you can see the display of it. So I go for the jump first, and I'm giving Tonic the green light to jump once I jump. So right here, I'm dead. This guy knows to go up in this situation. There's no way I can get back on my feet and get another contest. So you can generally catch a lot of people slipping with this, and this is what we want to do in Pro-Am too, is if I jump on the chase down block, I want him on the corner to drop as well and come here for this second jump right here. Because once again, when people catch you jumping, they generally are always going to go up with it. That's just as easy as that. Now, for most teams, you're not going to have 2 guys that can competently get this contest right here, but Tonic gets it from behind. I don't even know how in the first place. That was freakish, but 39% contest. We get the ball back just like that. Beautiful display of what these builds are good for. Right here, quick drops. It's easy, simple, triple threat. I'm 7 feet tall, but I can still take people off a dribble if it's done properly with the triple threat. It's kind of a glitch in this game as well, just in terms of how fast I can move with it. I definitely will like mention that. But anyway, coming back in here to the post, I'm gonna go for the drop step again, get him jumping a few more times. As we saw on the first time, I sat there and was not patient enough with it, and boom, right there, get the contact dunk. Honestly, this player is a menace when it comes to that stuff, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. It really, really is crazy. So on this play, we're gonna go to Tonic right here. Honestly, this is once again what we're talking about. He has the comfortability of going for stuff like this. He doesn't feel like he's open enough on the fade though, so I'm just gonna get myself open for him to pass to me. Boom, I'm gonna enter the post from a little bit deeper. Honestly, it takes a little bit more time. If people were well aware of how to use the pull the chair method and my lack of strength or back down punisher being super high, it's on gold. But if people use the chair pull on me more often, it would probably work, but a lot of people don't even know how to do that in this game. Honestly, I mentioned it in a video and asked people to comment in the video. Nobody commented as far as how to do it, because I said I wasn't going to tell y'all because I didn't want you lying on the comments acting like you did know how to do it. But anyway, I'll just let you know now. You tap B while moving your stick away from him at the same time. It's a whole lot different than it used to be. Back in the day, you would just push your stick away from the defender or toward the basket, and then you would get the person to drop the ball sometimes. Now, you don't really see people do that very often. And on top of that too, I feel like it's because they don't run into post scores very often. People don't even like really know how to do it at all, honestly. Because again, I couldn't tell you the last time, or really even the first time, that I ever played a post score in this game that habitually goes to the post on me and constantly just does it, like lives and dies by the post. I see some people sometimes in the paint mashing where they're down below and hit like pump fakes and stuff like that, and they're going up for it. Kind of like what I'm doing to an extent, but I don't really see many people do what Tonic does, where he's coming out here and doing like post fades, post hops, stuff like that. Still doing drop steps as well. Right there you can see I take him off the dribble. We still have a little bit of slasher in us right here too. I have 85 driving layup, 83 driving dunk. We got mouse in the house, fearless finisher, grace under pressure activated on that too, which is very interesting as well. But again, right here I'm literally just catching the ball, doing a Jordan triple threat pump fake, flicking down on the right stick. I literally just run off of it, and I don't know what prompts these people to like play me so high like that, but it is what it is, man. Honestly, if he plays me lower, I like it. I'm just entering the post from a lot easier perspective rather than having to dribble my way down. So it's kind of pick your poison with that. Again, we're getting clean passes in. Tonic's gonna go for that hook right there. I got my glass take on, and boom, we're gonna grab that every single time on the smaller guard. A lot of these people come in here and they don't have offensive or defensive rebounding upgraded on their player. So it is what it is. I mean, honestly, you can take advantage of the lack of the meta, if you will. So, like for instance, I made the small guard killer. I made that build that I showcased to y'all, the 6'7" point guard that I'm coming in here and playing in the 2v2 with and stuff like that. And it works tremendously too. To kind of explain, that 6'7" small guard killer is kind of the mini version of this build right here, where I made it 6'7" with 6'6" stats. I still upgraded post control, and I have 75 close shot on it for mashing when I want to go in against smaller guards. And long story short, I'm doing that right here. It's just, I don't think 2v2 meta is exactly the small guard anymore. I think it's taller people like this, and I don't have an easy time managing going into the post against them when it comes to that 6'7". Now with the 6'7", I have more driving dunk ability, 99 driving dunk Hall of Fame posterizer. I can still get contact dunks while driving, but it's also a lot easier to play defense with too, with the lack of height with it. It's 6'7", so it has like elite perimeter defense and stuff like that too, good chase down blocks. But this player right here just absolutely dominates on the interior against the point guards, or just smaller people who come in here at the one spot on 2v2. Again, I don't think it's exactly like 5'9" or anything like that. If I ever do play a 5'9", it's just going to be like mash all day. That dude is not going to stand a chance against this lineup. So honestly, it all comes down to, can I play defense with this build? And I do believe very willingly I can. All right, so real quick, I'm going to showcase you guys what my 7-footer stats look like. If you're very curious on how to create my build or how to create Tonic's build in the first place, you can go ahead and check out Tonic's channel. Just search up Tonic keyboard 7'3", and then boom, it's gonna pop up easy. So with mine, I'm gonna be dropping a video tomorrow. It's gonna be the top 3 big man builds in NBA 2K22 Next Gen. I'm gonna showcase how to create this 6'11" glitched out metric build right here that shows as 7 foot, 7'10" wingspan. You can see I have 40 finishing badges, 36 defense, and 18 playmaking. So the attributes on this looking crazy, bro. 85 post control, 83 driving dunk. I really do desperately wish that I could find a way to make this build have one more driving dunk for the pro contact dunk packages, but it's just not the case. I can't do anything about it. I do still like the build a lot. That would make it elite though if I could get driving contact dunks consistently with the right stick and just use more so skill to be able to dunk with 84 driving dunk consistently. But anyway, 85 driving layup, it still made us like make that BS shot right there where I had the driving lay on that one dude and it just went in. Simple, right? 93 close shot, 99 standing dunk, 85 vertical. You only need 75 for the elite big man contact dunk packages, but either way, 99 standing dunk combined with 85 vertical and 40 finishing badges. It's crazy, bro. And again, silver unpluckable, bronze quick first step, really good speed with ball and ball handle for being 7 feet tall, 85 pass accuracy for the goal bullet passer, free throw is still doable. Also, with me making a rebirth build, I have 1 out of 0 shooting badges, so me having 40 mid-range or higher gives us the bronze slippery off ball as well. 88 interior defense for gold brick wall, just on the cusp of it. 91 rebound ratings for the gold rebound chaser, Hall of Fame rim protector, all types of stuff like decent steal and perimeter defense as well, 74 speed at a 7-footer. I mean, and then again, we've already said 85 vertical. For the badge counts, once again, 40, 18, and 36. In the top left corner, you can see the says 2v2. I actually set it up for 1v1 court, so you can see that's why I dropped a couple things like limitless takeoff on bronze. I would normally run it on silver. I don't think gold is really necessary on this build. I don't think you can really get any good animations with quick drops, but I will say one thing as well. I want to give you guys a little bit of information on the down low, all right? So, long story short, I'm not going to make this video way too long, but I do want to talk about the dunk style creator. So, I have two different layouts right now. One is called comp, where I have only quick drops off one and contact dunks. Simple, right? Like the big man contact dunks, and then standing dunk packages. Just two of them though. On this one, I call this many. So I'm just going to go ahead and run a bunch of different dunk packages. And I will say, on the 1v1 court, if y'all want to see gameplay of it, I will let you see it. I just want to showcase how really crazy it is to have all these standing dunk packages on. So if you want to get big man contact dunks and you want to dunk the ball as often as possible when you're down below the basket, I really think equipping as many dunk packages as possible is really key. It actually is kind of crazy, bro. Like Dwight Howard, Sean Kemp, Shaq, Ben Simmons, Dawkins, Giannis, Blake, Cat, the list goes on and on. All of this stuff triggers more dunk animations, and to have Hall of Fame rise up with Hall of Fame fast twitch, with Hall of Fame posterizer and 99 standing dunk and 83 driving, it's really glitchy, bro. It really is crazy how well and consistently you dunk from down below the basket. So again, that's off video. If y'all want to check out how to create this build, I'm going to be dropping it tomorrow. And then also I'll be dropping something that's very similar to Tonic's build. But if you want to check it out, once again, his channel name is Tonic Keyboard. And all you got to do is simply just search that up, 7'3" at the end of it. Boom, simple as that. I'm going to start doing that instead of linking things, because I feel like this, come on, let's be realistic. You're on YouTube. You can just search it up, boom, simple as that. You don't need me to put a link in the description or a link in the comments or whatever the case may be. You can just search it up. Easy, right? But anyway, that's off video. If you made it to the end of the video, put logo in the comments. Show supports made all the way through. Your boy got a logo like a month ago, and I haven't shown it on video really at all that much, but I just wanted to maybe talk about that, and just for the keyword of comment, you can put a logo. But anyway, shout out to y'all being with me in 2022 as well. I'm recording this video literally at 12:25 a.m. on New Year's Day. Honestly, I started recording this before it was New Year's. I wanted to just spend my time on the New Year's clock, striking to 2022, actually working toward the content. And I mean, I don't want anything to change, basically. I want my mindset staying exactly the same as it was in the end of 2021, not the beginning of it. The beginning of 2021 was a bad time as far as my approach, my grind, my focus on the channel, the game, all types of stuff like that. So I just want to go into this 2022 and just go full speed, keep on keeping up the full speed that I've been on, and just keep going hard at this stuff. And I'm having a lot of fun still doing it as well, man. The Pro-Am has been really fun. We'll get to more of that very soon as well. Anything as far as like all the different types of builds that I've made, the game's staying really fresh for me because I have like 9 builds. I know not everybody has that luxury, but it's been nice, and I'm having a little bit of fun trying it out. And also, I might even make a new one too, just to expand on that as well. We'll maybe talk about it later. But anyway, that's off video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And again, if you made it to the end of the vid, put logo in the comments. Show Sportsman all the way through. Other than that, appreciate y'all a ton, man. But take it easy. Peace.